are some of the big medical issues that you see out there?
Yeah, so in my practice, I'm in weight management at one of the large health systems here in Cleveland, Ohio. And so I see patients or see people who are trying to lose weight, trying to get healthier. And so some of the conditions that we see that are largely weight related are the high blood pressure, the diabetes, the high cholesterol. There's a lot of misinformation and misunderstanding about those big three, I say conditions. And what I really try to get people and patients to understand is that improving your lifestyle, not only just with losing weight, but eating better, making changes and improving your physical activity actually can help these other conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. Not just adding on prescriptions.
Yes.
And
yes.
hopefully not transitioning to the point where you need some sort of surgical intervention with, heart surgeries and all these other kind of things. If we really focus on these lifestyle, adjustments, hopefully these other conditions, will improve. And so that is where I spend most of my community education in really reinforcing and educating the community on, how can we, make these practices a lifestyle?
Mm-hmm.
What small changes can we put in place to, like I said, improve on some of these conditions, that you may have and that you may encounter. Mm-hmm.
And so then what do you find people's receptiveness to what you're saying, and like any follow up, like do they, what do you see as like percentage of people, like if you see 10 people in a week, what percent of them are you seeing, the next week or the next month when you follow up, that they are taking this seriously, even if they haven't begun to take the steps to do the things, but they want more information?
I would definitely probably say more than half.
Okay,
I think people,
good.
People are actually, they're hungry for the information and the education. They're finally, they're happy to finally get the support, that they need, the level of understanding. They may not come back in a month and have completely changed everything.
Right.
But they have certainly, started to take that information to heart. You're like, okay, you know what, maybe I can cut back on some of the fast food, that I've been having. Maybe I can come back on some of the sugary beverages that I'm having. I'm down to maybe one pop a week, and here in Ohio, in Cleveland, we say pop.
I'm
right?
from Chicago. I know it.
Right.
I know it. Pop. I went to school in North Carolina.
So Chicago says what? What do you got? Y'all say pop?
Yeah. When I went to school in North Carolina, it's like they were like, it's not pop, it's soda. I said no. It actually says soda pop.
Right. I get teased about that all the time, so. But So it's a lot of people actually they realize, what, I need to start making some changes.
About what age? Because at a certain age, we're not even thinking about our health like that.
Right.
Maybe women, when we're pregnant and things like that, we start taking our health serious. But about what age range do you see people are, changing? And then is there, when people do start thinking that they're taking the easy route by taking the medication, do they start saying, this is getting out of control, I'm taking too much, I need to try to do something else?
Yeah, it kind of starts catching up with you in your 40s, mid to late 40s, early 50s. You're right, women, we tend to interact more with the healthcare systems and providers earlier because of pregnancies and things. Right, taking our children, those sorts of things. So we probably are a little bit more connected earlier to what's going on. But it's about those 40s, 50s when we're going to our, providers and are saying, hey, you know what, your blood sugars are they're creeping up on you, or your blood pressure, you've been, borderline high blood pressure for a minute, your cholesterol is creeping up, I want to put you on the medication, and they're like, whoa, I don't want to go down that road just yet.